Hello, everyone, and welcome to Words of the Wills with myself, the Jedi Padawan Renee Brown, and just going to wait for Robin to get in, and we'll get this Words of the Wills started.
Always waiting on Robin.
I know it's backwards. Help get me to Boston. Help me. Help get me to Boston. It's important, folks. I got to go to Boston Comic Con. That's the deal. What's going on, guys? Uh-oh. Wait a second. There. Now it's official. Now it's official. He's got the helmet on and everything. No. I love it.
It is
Oh
so
my
hot
goodness.
in that helmet. That was the
Oh
surprise.
my goodness. Oh, that was amazing. My surprise was, please help me get to Boston. That's like, at Mr. Rowe tweets, tweet me out. I need to get there. No, I'm kidding.
You're going to get there, trust me. I'll make sure of it.
I know. I
Worst case scenario,
love the
I'll
American
pick you up.
transportation. Oh, well, I expect that. I mean, that's kind of the policy, right?
Maybe. Depends on how well you're behaved.
No, that's true. I've had problems in the past with that. No wonder my parents keep me around.
So how's it going tonight, Robin?
It's going good, man. Rocking the Infiloni We Trust t-shirt. Got the Words of the Wills over there.
Yep.
I'm ready to roll, man.
And she's got Star Cats.
The Star Wars
Dark,
cat
wait,
shirt.
you know what? Dark Cats is okay. That's I love it.
Well, he buys me a shirt and it's too big, so.
Yeah. It happens.
Andrew,
It happens.
it does. Yeah, it does. It happens. But anyway,
So also we'll have another special guest is my dog Lady. She likes too much attention, so she'll pop in here and there. So
nice.
tonight we are essentially on the eve of, almost on the eve of Boston Comic Con. Today's World's Wills is kind of a or getting prepared for the con itself. Brick City Blockade will be there. Pretty much me, the other one sitting across from me, James Brown, and an honorary guest, Renee Brown.
Honorary shirt.
No relation that I'm aware of between her and James Brown.
It's just the world's most common last name other than Smith.
Yeah. But besides Boston Comic Con talk, we will be discussing theories for episode 9 because they are filming. It is 498 days away. Not that I'm counting.
Yeah, he is.
No, they can go over to the website and they can see like the counters right on there too,
Yeah.
so you guys can follow along.
Yeah. But this is my first Boston Comic Con. I've been to other Comic Cons, mainly Rhode Island, and Walker Saga Con and stuff like that. So I kind of know what to expect, but not too sure with Boston Comic Con.
My first Comic Con.
Yes. She has been to Dragon Con though, so she is kind of familiar with cons, just huge cons, which is essentially Dragon Con. Now, Robin, you have been to conventions or what type?
Yeah. So I originally, as a kid, I attended New York Comic Con. I was pretty young. I think I was 10 or 11 at the time.
So to me, it was weird because I wasn't truly into pop culture at that time. Like I was just kind of getting back into it after being introduced, of course, to Star Wars and Batman early on.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, whoa, New York Comic Con is one of those ones, probably similar to what we'll experience this weekend, where there's just so many cosplayers, and it's just it's an adaptive environment where a nerd can just go in and be like themselves,
Yeah.
essentially. And so New York Comic Con, I've done a lot of the local ones, Granite State Comic Con, Boston Comic Con. This is the first for me. I've never done Fan Expo Boston, so I'm super excited to go and really experience what a convention in this area is like outside of Granite State Comic Con.
Yeah.
It's my first big convention since then, since I went to New York.
So we're losing our Boston Comic Con Virginians.
I guess you could say that. I guess you could, yeah.
How ironic it's together.
Yes, all three of us.
See you all at South Station.
Yes. But from what I saw last year, because I didn't attend Boston Comic Con last year, but I did see Jay and Silent Bob get old. So I saw a little bit of how the con is. It is very well spaced out. I will kind of compare it to Rhode Island Comic Con, even though I kind of shouldn't, because there might be some things going on in the coming months. So I'll be very careful with how I word my stuff.
Very good.
The past few years for Rhode Island, everything has been really congested, and it's very claustrophobic.
Yeah.
From what I saw with Boston Comic Con last year, everything is spaced out with enough space for everyone to just walk and not be huddled together. That is my big thing for cons, is not only having enough room to walk around, but safety for everyone in the con itself.
Yeah.
They have stepped it up a lot recently with all the stuff that's happening, and sadly we have to do that. But the security is always great at conventions from my experience. They have metal detectors, and they have people checking bags if you're bringing in a bag. Generally, with cosplay, do not bring any real weapons. Don't be that guy. You can bring
Exactly. Don't be that.
You can make your cosplay look great, even if you're just having a plastic gun or whatever you have. Lightsabers like this is fine, because lightsabers are not real.
If only they
Hey, wait a second. Don't ruin it for me.
Look, I will let her roll away out of the window.
Spoiler alert, my God.
Well, which spoiler alert? That I'm going to let her roll you out the window, or...
Both! Both are spoiler alerts. My goodness.
I'm sorry. I'll make it more of a surprise for you then.
All right. I'll take that.
But yes. Also, cosplay does not mean consent. Keep your hands to yourself.
Yes. Absolutely. It's a great point. I've been to many conventions where there's guys trying to touch girls, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Not a good place to be doing that one.
Too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Because my friend Tim, who's been on Where's the Wills a couple of times, he's mentioned how he's had girls come up to him and just like rub all over him. And he's like, nope, you go away. And yeah, it doesn't mean consent. Yes, most females are wearing revealing cosplays. That is fine.
guys do it too.
Yes. Especially the ones that I've seen as Slave Leia in the metal bikini.
Yeah, that can be traumatizing. Especially when they're really hairy.
Luckily, the ones that I've seen have not been very hairy.
I've been not so fortunate.
I am sorry, Robin, if I am scaring you.
The sign is soon going to say, help me get out of Boston if I see a slave Leia on a guy. That's what it's going to become.
What if it's on me?
No. Don't worry, I
Another spoiler alert. My goodness, would you stop it?
I am sorry. No, I'm not.
No,
um,
you're never sorry.
but for
Exactly.
things to kind of look for Boston Comic Con this year is they are doing a Back to the Future reunion panel. Sadly for that, you do have to buy a ticket for it, and I'm pretty sure all the tickets are
Right.
pretty much gone. But there are other celebrities
Mhm.
that you can meet, like Freddie Prinze Jr., who is, as we know, Kanan Jarrus, or Fred from Scooby-Doo.
That's right.
There's also, which is her favorite thing, the cast of Steven Universe. The main characters are going to be there, the voice actors and everything. But there's also cosplayers you can meet and everything like that. My personal opinion, you should not have to pay to meet said cosplayers. They are not celebrities. They are viewed as celebrities, but they are not. That is my personal view on it. Do not attack anybody else that is within Words of the Wills right now. Come at me, I will deal with you myself. Or I'll just let Renee take my phone and I'll let her go at it. But
Good options. Good options.
yeah, the hotel we will be staying at. Actually, I probably shouldn't.
Don't
I
give
don't
me
want
too
that
much.
guy. I don't want my coworker finding me.
Yeah. Don't give away too many people. I'm gonna have my whole fandom showing up outside that door. You better watch it.
What? 2 people, including me?
Another spoiler alert. Would you stop that?
Well, remember, I'm going to
God.
meet you at the train station with my sign saying "Robin Vote" with a heart around it. And there was
Oh
just
my
lightning
God!
outside of
You
my
made
house.
my night.
There was just lightning outside of my house. It scared me a little.
You could never survive on Camino then.
No, I would hate it on Camino. It's raining. It is always cloudy, which was
I'm dying. I'm dying from laughing. Oh God.
don't die.
Sorry.
You can't.
Not yet.
You cannot die until I meet you face to face. Then you can die.
That's valid. Valid
But
point.
because you're a Dark Jedi, you won't transition into the Force, so you'll just, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Thank you, Renee. Thank you. Thank you.
I am sorry.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Exactly. No, he's not.
But I've been going on. What are things that you guys want to see at Boston Comic Con?
Renee?
Well, I do want to see Jeff Goldblum because I have the
Yes.
Dr. Ian Malcolm Pop figure I want to have signed.
Perfect.
I mean, of course, as you mentioned, the Steven Universe cast. There's a lot of things I want to see.
You're forgetting one major person that's going to be there. The space pimp, Lando Calrissian, Billy D. Williams.
True.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if he cancels last minute so he can avoid all the episode 9 questions. Because he is going to get
That's a lot. That's a lot of the stuff that I've been hearing more recently is that Billy D. Williams has been on set doing a lot of stuff at Pinewood Studios and has been traveling throughout Europe to some of the different locations to do some of the primary shots and stuff. So we'll see. But if he shows up, that would be fantastic.
Yes.
I know. Now, does he have a slated panel at all at Boston Comic Con?
Not that I
looked at the schedule. I didn't see one.
Not that I've seen. I'll double check. I think he just has a booth where he's signing stuff and he has photo ops and stuff like that.
That's fascinating.
I think they were playing it safe. You were pretty much doing the same thing I was doing, making Caden go away.
Yeah.
Caden, you got your time with me. It is Robin's time now. But Robin, you didn't really say what you were looking forward to with Boston Comic Con, so you may go.
All right, so with Boston Comic Con specifically, and I think this is an approach that a lot of people should take when they go to a convention. And Renee, I'm sure you know this approach. Andrew, you know it very well.
Yeah.
Is that when you see the celebrities on the con floor, one of the best things to do is to treat them as if they're just somebody else that's at the convention.
Yeah.
Because that's where you get the interactions. I'm just thinking about, Billy D. Williams. I'm thinking about Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm thinking about some of these other people, Jeff Goldblum, no matter who it is. Sometimes the best interactions are the ones that happen either when the convention is about to close out and they're going on their way out, or is at night. I mean, I'm looking at the Westin where we're going to be staying. Spoiler alert on that one. No room numbers, of course. But
We are in.
it's going to be interesting.
We are in room
And-
2187.
No,
no.
Stop it! Stop it!
I just got a Star Wars
My
reference.
God.
2187.
You don't know. That could be a real number
It's
there.
not. It doesn't go that high.
Not that we know.
I know.
It's high.
I've been
Really high.
They had Walker Soccer Boston at that same hotel, so I kind of know how the hotel is. It is a very nice hotel, and the good thing about it, it is attached to the convention center, so we don't have to touch the floor.
Yeah, exactly. And that's my point, is that some people are lucky enough that if they're staying at a certain place, sometimes the celebrities are staying there as well.
Yeah.
And my mindset sometimes is, okay, I see them on the con floor, I get the picture with them, I get their autograph and everything. But you never know. I've been to conventions where suddenly I'm staying overnight, and guess what? I run into one of the celebrities. And suddenly I'm at the bar with them, and suddenly I'm having a couple drinks with them talking about life. Like, that's the cool stuff that can happen at a convention.
It is.
And what's that?
I said it is. You can continue.
But I feel like going into Boston Comic-Con this year, when you're talking about names like Billy D, Jeff Goldblum's, Freddie Prinze Jr., the people from Steven Universe, even to a certain extent, Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox too.
Yes.
They're going to be in that area that entire weekend.
Yeah.
And I think it's always kind of like, set your expectations low, so that when the opportunities come, they hit really hard.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking forward to, especially Friday into Friday night.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yes. Things I do want people to be aware of, especially with Michael J. Fox. They did the same thing with Tim Curry when he was at Fan Expo Canada. Don't expect him to be at the con all day. They will wait until he has a good day. They will essentially take whatever you want to have signed by him, take it to him whenever he has a good day that weekend. He'll sign everything, and you will get it back at the end of the con. He is doing photo ops, I believe, only Saturday. Don't get upset. It's not in Michael J. Fox's power.
Right.
They are doing a group photo op with all the cast of Back to the Future except Crispin Glover, because he is too weird to come to Boston Comic Con. And just treat the celebrities not as celebrities. Just treat them as normal people. Yes, they are more famous than us. Maybe not Robin, because he's a little bit more famous.
Stop. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, the last thing celebrities want is to be treated as a celebrity. Yeah, they tend to like it here and there, but when you're at a con all day, getting things shoved into your face and not trying to sound dirty, I saw you giggling.
Sorry.
But they're going to end up cranky. Kind of just keep your questions to a minimum at most. Sometimes you still get jerk celebrities anyway. Renee encountered a couple. We won't name which ones, but they could care less to be at the con and stuff like that. So, luckily for me, everyone that I've met at conventions and everything like that have all been wicked nice. Still, the one at the top of my bucket list is Mark Hamill. If they announce he is going to be at Rhode Island Comic Con, whether we have something there or not, I am going to get a ticket for Rhode Island Comic Con just to meet Mark Hamill, and that is it. And then I will leave.
Yep. That's exactly where I'm at too. Like, if we see something coming out of Boston Comic Con, the Rhode Island Comic Con like announcements for some of these, extra special guests are going to start happening after Boston Comic Con. That's usually when it's a clean slate. It's like, what's the next largest convention coming up? It's our convention,
Yeah.
Rhode Island Comic Con.
Yes.
So then they start pacing it out that way. It's like the celebrities' agents are available. Let's call them up. Let's book them, and let's get them on the main list.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited to see whether they call up a Mark Hamill. My personal feeling is that I think with Solo, I think that there's, and this is just some insight from discussions that I've had trying to get people on the Brick City Blockade for interviews and stuff, and this is like the behind-the-scenes stuff, so this is kind of an interesting take on it.
Yeah.
But usually after a large convention like the Fan Expo stuff, the agents become more available to talking about doing smaller things.
Yes.
And Rhode Island Comic Con, in the grand scheme of it, I will say, is one of the country's largest ones, but not as big as New York Comic Con, not as big as Fan Expo Boston, not as big as even any of the Wonder Cons or Dragon Con, even to that extent.
No.
So when this time starts ending and the Fan Expos start finishing up, that's when the agents make themselves more available to working out a deal for getting the bigger people somewhere. My personal feeling is Rhode Island Comic Con is probably going to target people from Solo: A Star Wars.
I can see that.
That's just what I'm thinking. Amelia Clark would be a wonderful addition to Rhode Island
Easily.
Comic Con.
Maybe even All in Enright would be perfect, too.
Exactly.
Get Con and Kira, and you'll get a crowd there. If you get Donald Glover, even more people will show up. I kind of doubt they could get Woody Harrelson. Depends on how much weed they give him, but...
Exactly. No, that's a really good point.
But yeah. Sometimes with how certain cons handle said celebrities, that can also factor in how their moods can change.
Absolutely.
I really don't want to mention Rhode Island Comic Con in case they pop on here. But 2 years ago, for the last time that I went to Rhode Island Comic Con, they had a bunch of the cast of Walking Dead there. And the big one was Jeffrey Dean Morgan. They oversold their photo op stuff. And
really?
He was supposed to be on a panel, and he was late because he was still signing stuff. And
oh wow,
Jeffrey Dean Morgan stayed at the con until 2 to 3 in the morning, and he said to them, because you guys effed up, I'm going to stay here until all the fans get what they wanted.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Goddamn Rebel Cause.
Calm down.
Oh, I'm calm. Robin knows when I get mad. You know when I get mad. I am calm right now. Right now.
You're pushing me.
Yes. But, we will essentially be... We might do live streams. We're not entirely sure. It depends on how busy we are at the con. But we will be doing, like, vlog-type videos anyway.
Of course, I'm going to have proof that y'all two were together.
Oh, yeah.
As much proof as possible, Renee.
Yes.
I'm watching you.
You have to sleep at some point.
Spoiler alert.
Just hope that you, just hope that I fall asleep before y'all do.
Well, we will be having adult beverages.
It's funny, the minute Andrew just mentioned that, lightning struck and there was a flash of like just light outside and then a rumble of thunder.
Here.
What is going on?
It's the Force. Yoda's mad, and
Why would he be mad? He can't be mad.
Would you? Oh my goodness! The spoilers are just flying tonight.
Okay.
Would you stop it?
The Last Jedi has almost been out for 2 years. If you haven't seen it by now, you are a lost cause.
That's a good point.
Because Force Ghost Yoda, sorry, spoiler alert, shows up in The Last Jedi. And he shows what true Force lightning is.
True. He does. He does.
I'd love to see Emperor Palpatine deflect that Force lightning. He wouldn't be able to.
Nope.
But now you made me lose train of thought. Oh yeah, we were talking about the lightning that was going on outside and how whenever I say something revolving me and Robin, it kind of happens. I don't think the Force wants us to meet for some reason. But we're going to meet anyway, whether the Force likes it or not. We will behave.
Better.
For the most part.
Whoa. Whoa. I just felt like a darkness just slowly lower itself there. You will.
Well, she is the more
I love
grit out of
it.
the
I love
two of us, so.
He's just more sassy.
You see, Renee, you see me on Words of the Wills when Andrew starts pushing my buttons. That Sith Lord starts really coming down and in.
Yeah,
It really does.
He's notorious for pressing buttons, for sure.
Well, that's why I'm essentially 50% Anakin and 50% Obi-Wan Kenobi. Mainly the sarcastic side of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hey, he also pushes buttons at work, too.
I do.
Yeah,
I
for
do.
a lot of nice things.
I love it. Oh, my.
No respect.
That was so well done, Renee.
Oh yeah, no respect.
I'm just saying how it is.
You're sleeping on the couch.
Okay, it's more comfy anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just saying.
You can
after
sleep on the
the other.
rollaway. Robin will sleep with me in the bed.
Okay, I'll just slip y'all both off the bed.
That's fine. We'll still have the bed. I'm sorry I'm dragging you into this, Robin. I'm really not.
Better now than later, I guess.
But yeah, this is essentially how it will be behind the scenes at Boston Comic Con. Just all
People are getting it now.
this stuff happening.
What, your sass?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Turned up to like 100.
You might be the one on the
Spoiler
rollaway.
alert.
Okay, it's comfy. So where's Robin going to sleep then?
I guess both of y'all can be on the rollaway. We can both roll
Alright.
away.
Well, seeing I'm smaller, I would be on top, so Robin can be on bottom.
Hold on. I'm about to fix this, okay? I had to adjust my camera, okay? I'm changing my sign on Words of the Wills right now, okay? So that people can understand what's truly going on. All right?
The bromance is too strong.
Hey, Robin's the one that said my seat on the Jedi Council is his lap, so he has no room to talk. There was more lightning when I mentioned that.
All right, new sign. This is the new Boston Comic Con sign. I do not like being on the bottom.
All right, you can be on top.
Anyway, Boston Comic Con, what else is happening?
Well, my main search for Boston Comic Con is finding Obi-Wan Kenobi's Black Series lightsaber. That is my main goal, even though I have a ton of blue lightsabers and not enough red ones.
He's talking about like Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah. Which, well, they've probably already had them for a while. They've finally added blue Sour Patches. They're not as good as you think it would be.
Anyway, lightsabers.
Yes. speaking of lightsabers, you will finally get your Ultra Saber.
Finally.
After how many months have I had it in my care?
Half a year, maybe?
Yeah, well, no. I got it in like March.
Maybe 4
April.
months. Maybe about 4 months.
Yeah,
Close enough.
yeah. Mr. Oh, I'm going to come down and get it. Oh, no, never mind. Something else came up. I was doing my education and stuff like that.
Or you could have just came up and gave it to him.
Welcome.
He has Darth Vader's lightsaber right now, but
I do.
he still could have come down and got his Ultra Saber. That way he can dual wield. Although,
Do you know how many times I'd whack the back of my head trying to dual wield?
well, that explains a lot then. I am sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sir, how much you been drinking this evening?
What?
Only a drunk would answer with that response. What?
No, I have not been drinking today. This is just me sober. Wait until I actually do drink.
I don't know if that'd be a good thing or a bad thing.
You'll find out.
Between Andrew and I, you're gonna find out.
Yeah. Actually, he doesn't even know.
The way Andrew said that, he just looked over at Renee and was like, yeah. That's not a good response to your girlfriend, buddy.
She's dealt with me for 4 years. She should know what to expect.
Everything except drunk to you, okay?
Well, I don't get drunk. I just get buzzed.
Same.
No, there's a difference between buzzed Andrew and drunk Andrew.
I love how Boston Comic-Con is so involved.
Well, speaking of which, there is a bar in the hotel. Just saying.
Wait. I thought we were talking about Boston Comic-Con. Not how many martinis are we going to enjoy at the hotel? What is this?
Enough.
Good answer. Good answer.
You don't have to feel bad for her. She's the exact same way to me. She is just acting all sweet on camera right now.
Spoiler alert.
God damn, you and your spoilers. Anyway, what are some things that you guys are going to be looking for besides celebrities at Boston Comic Con?
Pop figures, and more pop figures.
Yeah.
I love that answer because that's exactly what I'm going to be looking at. Pop figures, pop figures, pop figures, pop figures, and guess what? Pop figures.
But are you going to find the best pop figure ever, though, that I found today?
Explain more.
Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker. Are you going to be able to find him?
That's right. I got the message. How did I forget that?
How dare you?
Oh my.
Well, she looks like she will hit you.
Okay.
With something later. That's
Listen.
fine. I'm used to it.
No, I won't hit him with anything.
No, to be honest with you, the one thing about Boston Comic Con that I was surprised by was that, if I'm not mistaken, last year Boston Comic Con had 2 or 3 Funko exclusives.
Yes.
Now they only have the Bob Ross one this year, which is interesting. They have a Bob Ross exclusive Funko Pop to Boston Comic Con this year.
I
know that's how I feel, Renee. I'm kind of like, there's so many different Bob Ross exclusives out there already. It's like how many more can you make of Bob Ross? Like, I don't know.
Well, at least I get a Venom lunchbox.
The Venom lunchbox.
And the Amazing Spider-Man issue #1.
Nice. Did you see the Star Wars book or the Star Wars IDW guide that they're giving out as a Boston Comic Con exclusive as well?
No.
Yeah, let me tell you, the only thing I don't like about it is the price point. It's $60,
What?
which is pretty high for an IDW product. And
Republic credit
my
is gonna be
mind,
fine.
my mindset is, and this is what a lot of conventions
It will
do
be fine.
that I've been to, is, you know, they start off on Friday and they have it at the regular price, and then on Sunday when the convention comes to a close, suddenly they magically have 40% off the entire collection.
Yeah, because they want to get
Signs
rid of
that
it.
suddenly show up. So that's kind of my mindset is like, okay, I could buy this for 60 or I could find it later on for 20. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, the only cool thing that other cool things that I got last year, even though I didn't even attend last year, was the 40th anniversary Star Wars shirt that they had there, exclusive to Boston
Yeah.
Comic Con, and the Angry Groot pup. I see Pops on that shelf. Yeah, that's his Pops. Um,
I have more.
Star Wars
They're better.
Rebels.
Yeah. I know. Renee, I know. You got quite the collection. Cheers to that. I think you and I personally, like on a special word to the Wills or something, Andrew, we just do a Funko Pop talk. Like that would be cool.
that would be really cool.
That would be a really long talk.
It would be.
Considering him and I together have over 100 Star Wars pops alone.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
So now with Anakin and the 5 movie moments.
Plus like my 90 other ones, plus whatever 20
Yeah.
so of yours.
Yeah.
Too many to count.
All right, here I'm gonna pose this to both of you since we're kind of talking about exclusives and Boston Comic Con and everything.
Yeah.
What is the one exclusive Funko Pop in each of your collections that you would never get rid of?
Ben Kenobi.
The Smuggler's Bounty Ben Kenobi?
Yes, but the old man, Ben Kenobi. Yes, that one.
This little guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably my Smuggler's Bounty exclusive Battle on Mustafar.
Mm.
Ooh.
I
Ooh,
would,
that's a good one.
I would fight somebody over that if they tried.
Yeah. No, that's a super good one. I didn't even think about that one. That is good. I'm just looking at some of the ones that I have here. Hold on a second. Yeah, probably since I'm such a big fan of the Imperial Death Trooper, this one was gifted to me. It's the Walmart exclusive.
That's a good place to pick up stuff.
Yep. The Chrome Imperial Death Trooper. That one was hard to find at the time. A lot of people had to order them online and have them shipped to their Walmart at the time. So that's one I would never give up. I don't know. It's weird. Like I have a lot of I think all of the ones that I have are just exclusives. I have very few, like, other than these standard ones.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Too
I
many.
don't know.
hit
It's
marks.
fascinating. Yeah, like I feel like I buy for the sticker half the time. Like that's where I'm at with them.
Now, staying on the topic of exclusives, what exclusives would you like to see come in the future?
Oh,
And or movie moment?
that's a really the movie moments one for me is huge because I think that's a whole other market that they haven't tapped. And I'm going to be honest with you, the movie moments are great, but they're starting to do with like Stranger Things, the TV moments ones too, which is really cool. So in my mind, this is just me being a big fan of Woody Harrelson and Ted Danson and obviously Mr. Fraser Crane himself from Frasier. I would like to see Cheers. I would love to see like a TV moments, like the little bar setup with like Woody Harrelson and Ted Danson behind the bar. Like that would be really cool just to kind of see that play out.
For me, I have actually a couple of exclusive things that I would like. For movie moments, Star Wars wise, I would like another Darth Vader versus Luke, but from Return of the Jedi. I would like that
yeah.
one. Um, I would also like if they did something with the Universal monsters. I already have the Wolfman as a pop figure, but
Oh,
I'd like
nice.
to see them do like not so much a movie moments, but like do a collection of all like the monsters and stuff from the classic Universal monsters, like Dracula, Frankenstein.
Yeah. Black and white Boris Karloff
Yes.
monsters. Like that would be
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. Um, and did you actually watch that video I sent you that said "boo"?
That was something else. I'll say that much.
That was essentially the first. Do you watch YouTube like poop stuff, like the spoof stuff?
Yeah, the
That
YTT
was
stuff. Yeah.
essentially YouTube poop back in 1932.
Essentially, yeah.
And I like that they use Nosferatu, even though because it's not Universal, and yet they have him partnered with Frankenstein, which is Universal. It was very interesting.
What about
And
the Invisible Man? I still have yet to see a Funko for the Invisible Man.
you did see it.
It's invisible.
Where was that one?
He's invisible. I'm sorry, you walked right into that one.
I will personally push my own bed out the window if that happens again.
It'll probably happen again. So in that
We
case,
get to the bus station. He fell for my trap. That's going to be the sign waiting for me.
It's a trap.
uh,
It's a trap.
oh god, poor Robin.
We can't repel cheesiness of that magnitude.
You can't, but
You really can't.
you still walked right into that. It was like a thermal detonator right into
Rub
your
it in
face.
even more while you're at it. Just keep going. Keep going.
It was a thermal detonator right to your face.
You made that clicking sound with your mouth.
Uh, what kind of exclusives would you like for Pops? Even though you have too many.
Oh gosh, that's
Oh, that's a lie.
True, that is pretty much me with my lightsabers.
Continue, Renee.
I honestly there's endless possibilities that I would want, but of course I can't even think any off the top of my head. I don't think there's not a Captain Rex Clone Wars pop, is there?
I think they announced him for the Clone Wars Pops.
I know we need one.
I believe so.
I know they
I
have
was looking around. I was like, do I have? No, of course I don't.
I know we have Cody because I got that for you.
yeah, because stupid
Yeah,
water.
that's a great one.
Well, I got it for you twice.
Yeah, stupid water. Yeah, I think he was one of the ones they announced for the Clone Wars line of the pop figures. We also got Cad Bane today for the pop figures.
As well as another version of Luke.
Yes, the Luke Skywalker on crate with a lightsaber.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
I wish they made that into a Black Series figure. They probably will.
Yeah, probably.
But
That'd be a good movie moment.
it would. It would. I would like one with Finn versus Kylo Ren from Force Awakens as well.
Do we get a movie moment of when Rose is sitting inside the speeder and she calls Finn dummy and then kisses him? Could we get that like in a movie moment? Or
No, nobody cares about that.
Actually, people care so much that they harassed Kelly Marie Tran until she quit social media.
Well, that's the haters.
Yeah.
very good. That is.
But to stick it to those fans, she's still going to be in episode 9. So there's that.
Exactly.
It's not,
JJ was
it's
like,
not
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Now you can go.
No, I was just gonna say JJ was sticking it to him. That's all.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's not I dislike that moment. I just felt like it was not like necessary.
I agree.
But still, they
I
shouldn't
agree.
have harassed her. And I'm glad she's coming back, and I hope she gives them a reason to regret it.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you can hit on her character all you want, but to me, her character doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, I could do without her romance with Finn, but other than that, she is an interesting character. Yeah, you don't get too much with her sister, but you kind of get their relationship and what the resistance meant to them, or still means to them. And
Right.
yeah, I can still do without Canto Bite, but it's not going to make me go and harass an actress who was just playing a part in a movie. And again, spoiler alert: Star Wars isn't real. As much as I would love it to, well, no, it could be because Space Force. uh, yes, I went there.
It's just like, I'm done.
I am sorry. You have no.
No, continue.
Who are
You're
you
fine.
talking
You're
to?
continue. It's fine. It's fine.
Who are you talking to? You don't have any friends.
Then what are you?
An acquaintance. Remember, he's a Dark Jedi. I'm a Jedi Master. I can't be friends with him.
Says the one who came in wearing Darth Vader mask.
He was.
No. Andrew Merton Garish.
Oh God, my full name.
I've already said it like 20 times since I've been.
I have nightmares of it.
Darth Vader pants and you're a Jedi.
Well, he was a Jedi.
Your turn.
Oh, don't start pulling that card.
I am going to pull that card. He was a Jedi, then he became a Sith, then he was a Jedi again. Then he died.
Oh, is the card suddenly under your sleeve like Lando and you just pull it whenever you want?
I don't have any sleeves.
Oh.
It's in my pants. I am sorry. No, I'm not.
No, you're not. You're not even close to being sorry for that comment.
A little. Like, that much.
More like negative.
Yeah.
Can I do it to my own head? I'm squishing my own head. Anyway.
I take back my comment of him not having friends, because if he wasn't my friend, I wouldn't let him stay in our room. Or maybe I would, and I'm just plotting for his death. Like Darth Plagueis. Just kill him in his sleep.
We could retell the scene of Palpatine and Plagueis.
We could. Did you hear the tragedy of Robin Vogt the Wise?
I feel like the wise means something else.
Okay, the not wise.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant humorous wise.
Oh.
God, Andrew. Oh my goodness, that completely shing right over the head.
Fine. Just a tragedy of Robin.
He was just like tragedy of Guy. That's what we'll call it.
I'll find something to call it. Just tragedy.
All right.
Nothing else. Just tragedy.
I hope we're not down in the bar, Andrew, and like, listen, we ain't gonna get like super buzzed like that. I don't plan on that whatsoever.
Are you sure?
Because if we get super buzzed, what's gonna end up happening is that somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, what are you guys here for?" And we're like, "We're remaking a Star Wars scene up in the room, man. Come on up and check it out."
We're recreating Jabba the Hutt and Slave Leia. Come watch.
And Renee is not even close by.
No, she's elsewhere.
I'm just like I'm done.
Mind you, those who are viewing, if you think that we are not like this out off of camera, we are exactly like this. Just letting you know.
No different.
There's no facade for the camera. This is exactly how I am. So, get used to it. And if you're not used to it by now, how long have I been doing Words of the Whills? Then you haven't been watching since the beginning.
Essentially, yes.
Um,
Have we even gotten to episode 9 theories?
no, we're getting there, though.
We're getting there.
Okay, we can get to episode 9 theories. Because it
Yay.
seems like you want to get there. And it seems like you want to talk about a theory that you came up with. What was said theory?
Well, they can also find out that theory at www.brickcityblockade.com.
Yes.
And that's where I recently posted my theory that Richard E. Grant might have the possibility of playing Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah.
And I think after our discussions on previous Words of the Whills, I'm sure Renee had tuned into them. We talked a lot about what could we see them do with episode 9. Not necessarily theories, but what are our hopes for episode 9?
Yeah.
And one of them for me specifically was, do we see Grand Admiral? And I would love to see Grand Admiral Thrawn show up in episode 9 because the Chiss Ascendancy has been completely annihilated by the First Order or is under attack by the First Order. And that would give him a reason to join the rebellion. And I was watching a lot of Richard E. Grant stuff. I know he's more of a humorous guy. He's been in a lot of funny stuff. But if you really go back, like his role in Logan, some of his stuff even farther back, when he was doing mystery stuff for BBC.
Who was he in Logan?
He played... Oh.
Was he the albino?
No, he was a doctor. During the scene where they came in and they were interrogating the albino character, he was in the background.
He's the one. Is he Stryker's kid? I can't remember if he was.
He might be.
I think he might have been.
I was watching and he showed up in the scene. This was about 2 months ago. And then I was going back into some of the stuff he was doing on BBC, some of the thriller mysteries. And he played some pretty dark characters. And number one, he's got the tone to play a Thrawn. His voice quality is very similar. And if you do the right prosthetics on the face and you get the red eyes going on him, he looks like an older, more aged version of Thrawn. So that's just a theory based on looks, essentially. I think the only thing with that kind of theory is that until on the IMDb we see a name put next to him, that's all it's going to be is Richard E. Grant in Star Wars Episode 9. That's all it's going to be. And I really hope it formulates that way. I want to see him take on a role like that. I mean, Thrawn coming into the picture would be just next level for Star Wars.
I like your theory. I actually do agree with it that he could easily play an older Thrawn. Not to jump off of episode 9 talk, but I did talk to one of the workers at ThinkGeek when we were there picking up my Vader dome. How Rian Johnson's trilogy, it could be following Sabine and Ahsoka during that time, and also Thrawn and Ezra when they're in the unknown regions.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
But things I would like to see from 9. I want to see more Force Ghosts, not just Luke.
Yep.
I want to see Obi-Wan Kenobi again. I won't be disappointed if we don't see him again. it would just be nice to see him. Uh, I really, really hope Anakin at least shows up. Um, and I feel Anakin kind of needs to show up. In
Okay.
my personal view of it, not so much for Rey, but more Kylo Ren. Um,
Right.
not talking the whole split dark side thing like the they were talking about with Force Awakens and stuff like that. More so, Anakin trying to pull Kylo more towards the light side, which I think is
Right.
what the subtle stuff is that has been happening in all the episodes with Kylo Ren. Is Anakin is talking in Kylo's head, telling him everything he is doing is the wrong thing to do.
Right.
I just want to see Hayden at least get another chance to be Anakin. I know I get a lot of disagreements with this with a lot of people. He was not terrible as Anakin in Revenge of the Sith.
No.
He wasn't terrible as Anakin in Attack of the Clones. I can deal with how he portrayed Anakin in Attack of the Clones, especially if you go by the comics, especially the Obi-Wan and Anakin ones. He essentially feels he is better than all the Jedi. And the way he portrays it in Attack of the Clones is exactly how anyone would act if they were the chosen one or naturally gifted with the Force. I know I would probably act like that. I would be like, hey, I am more stronger than you. Why am I not a Jedi Knight yet?
True. Yeah, I think we'd all feel that way.
And I'm pretty sure he didn't need to do the whole youngling thing because he was already older. And Obi-Wan already chose him as an apprentice. So he didn't have to do the youngling stuff or anything like that. So even probably skipping that, he probably already got like an ego already with all that stuff. But I just want to see Hayden get another chance, mainly because of how the fans reacted during the 40th anniversary panel. That was easily, for him, probably the best feeling he's had ever since being in the Star Wars films.
Yeah.
I also want to see how strong both Kylo and Rey are in the Force now. Because it is going to be a time jump. Just like I mentioned when I had to save Robin when he tried to host Words of the Wills last week. From what I understand, it will probably be 3 to 4 years after The Last Jedi. And from what I've heard, Kylo Ren will have another mask. It will essentially be similar to the mask he already had, but it will be black and gold instead of black and silver.
That's cool.
But I just want to see at least. I didn't mind that there was no lightsaber fight in The Last Jedi, but there has to be one last epic lightsaber fight, especially if this is the last episodic film. I doubt that it is, but there has to be some epic lightsaber fight between either Kylo Ren and Rey, or Kylo Ren and one of the Knights of Ren that is trained with a lightsaber. What about you? What do you want to see from Episode 9?
I'm not sure.
More porgs?
No, that's what he wants. I would like to see one cooked and eaten.
Well, we already saw that.
No, we didn't see it eaten.
Fair enough.
Here, let me say this, all right? People can go onto Facebook, and our good friend, Mr. James Grant, recently tagged us in what the Episode 9 title we would like to see is.
Yes.
And we both reacted to it and put our thoughts. I took mine to the next level, in my posting, and like, as with anything I do, I never actually go with the question. I'm like, no, I think I'm gonna do a little something different with it, and sometimes that's my Achilles heel. And then, however, however, um, one of the things I mentioned in the comment was I would not be surprised with this 4-year time jump if we don't see, and this is just my prediction, Kylo Ren goes to Mustafar and makes that the home base for everything that he's accomplishing because he wants to be the heir apparent to Vader, which Snoke told him he will never be. He's too much like Han, and he wants to completely eradicate that from himself. It would also make, if Kylo Ren does turn, it would make a big difference in how that looks.
Yeah.
If he's on Mustafar and is truly in depth and truly is built into the dark side so much, and he's able to be turned from that, it'll be very similar to Vader in Return of the Jedi. There's still that conflict that could be enough to have him come to the realization. In saying that, Ren is on Mustafar. Rey goes back to Jakku and liberates the planet, and she becomes a legend in many ways. The things that she was able to do on Crate, being able to help defeat Supreme Leader Snoke, eradicating the First Order in its most traditional form. That would be enough to make Rey, even though Luke said he was a legend and what a negative place that put him in. Rey is still young, and she is still not wise to what a legend truly is. She still sees these, like Han and Luke, as these massive figures in the Star Wars universe, people that everybody looks up to. Well, she becomes a legend, and then she has to deal with that stigma. She has to deal with, now I'm Legend Rey, and suddenly Kylo Ren is a legend amongst the dark side. And that's where those two are battling, because guess what? Snoke bridged their minds. So now they're going to be battling back and forth between, all right, this is the darkest of the dark side, and this is the, I'm going to say it, the grayest of the Jedi that you'll see in the most purest form. That's how I see that playing out.
I can see that. I still don't see Rey really surviving Episode 9. She can die and be the legend, mainly because Daisy Ridley said that she wants nothing to do with Star Wars after Episode 9. So
That's sad.
I'm pretty
That's
sure.
so sad.
I'm pretty sure her attitude towards that is how the fans are essentially treating everyone. But
Yeah.
I still see Kylo being redeemed, and if they do episode 10, 11, and 12, it will follow him on his path to like full redemption. Um, and I would be perfectly fine with that. The way there's also that's been announced is Princess Leia will be in it. They're going to be using footage from, I'm pretty sure, both The Force Awakens and probably Last Jedi that wasn't used for Leia in those films. It does make me happy that she is going to be in it and not just killed off screen. If she is killed off,
Yeah.
it will be fine. Which, to be honest, is why I think they're having Lando in this film, is because Luke is just going to be a Force ghost. He's not going to physically be there. Lando is really, other than Chewie, is really the only other legacy character that is still alive, besides L3, because she is the Falcon.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. She's a legacy character in many ways.
Yes. Or, we don't know her fate. Maybe Kira's still alive. I doubt it.
That would be cool, though.
Also, those who have the theory that Rey is Kira and Han's kid, no.
That's a weird one. Yeah.
I am sorry to disappoint you. It is not true. It could be from your point of view, but your point of view is wrong.
Whoa!
Who are you talking to?
I'm just throwing you off.
I gathered that. I was trying to play along.
Oh, then you haven't met. Oh, you remember? Everybody remembers this one. This is a throwback to the good old days.
Yes. Back to the Knights of the Order days.
Back to the Knights of the Order days. Chewie's gonna stay for the rest of this conversation.
All right. Now, there really isn't too much to go on for episode 9. Besides that it's filming and that fans are not going to be pleased. Well, certain fans aren't going to be pleased. And if J.J. Abrams makes it too much like Return of the Jedi, they will say it's just a remake of Return of the Jedi, and then they'll get something different, and then they'll complain about that, and then it'll just be a cycle that will never end.
At the end of the day, not everybody will be happy. So.
No. But as long as they
Thank you for summarizing that entire thing, Renee.
Yeah.
With 3 words. Not everyone happy.
Yeah, as long as they don't act like the a-holes.
You're just like, are you kidding me? Hey, you're a Jedi. You can't use that.
Luke used it in Return of the Jedi.
Damn it, you're right. Damn it. All right, never mind.
He force choked 2 Gamorrean guards for no reason. So, if he could force choke the Gamorrean guards, why didn't he just do it to Jabba?
No. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Renee. I got him off on a tangent.
What?
What was the question?
Why couldn't Luke, if he could just force choke the Gamorrean guards, why couldn't he just force choke Jabba?
That's a fat neck choke.
He's got a fat neck.
You gotta find the neck first.
Did you know that? Listen, all right, here we go. I haven't done one of these in a while. I'm about to do it now. All right, listen. Jabba the Hutt enjoys Hardee's. He loves their triple cheeseburgers when they put the onion rings and the barbecue sauce on top. I want to make this clear because I told Nick McCombie on multiple occasions that there's a lot of things in the Star Wars universe that have correlations to American fast food. And in this case, Jabba has become the size that he is because of American fast food. And what that means is essentially that Jabba the Hutt should be doing the next Super Size Me film. That's how I think about it.
As you were mentioning that, lightning happened again.
Really?
Yeah. Jabba's not.
Spark within the Force.
Jabba's not happy with you. He's coming for you now.
That's fine. Jabba can come for me all he wants, but he has to remember that in the long run, all right? In the long run, I will always be correct about him being in a Super Size Me film. Always.
Well, if Jabba the Hutt captures you, we'll see you in a slave outfit.
Yeah.
Then he can supersize me.
No. He wouldn't be in the slave outfit. He would be the Rancor.
and then the poor Gamorrean guard gets his head ripped off and goes.
Yes.
Essentially.
Now.
And then the poor guy there, the Rancor keeper comes down and he's like, oh, my Rancor. Oh.
Actually, no, that's you, Robin. Blame her for my extra sassiness tonight.
No, you've had that your entire life.
Fair enough. Blame my dad. And my mom.
No, I don't want to hurt Mr. Garish's feelings.
And
Mrs. Garish.
And my mom.
I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Don't
I don't want to do that. That's not
Your flashlight is
Anyway.
insignificant. Next to the power of the Force.
Super Size Me film. Jabba. Remember it.
So that will be the spin-off Jabba film.
Oh, absolutely. CNN is going to have a whole thing about it.
Wow.
You know,
Have fun in Boston. Oh, we will. Especially Robin when he's asleep at night and he feels weird things. Oh, oops, that came out instead of staying in my head. Don't worry, I will not put anything in you. Or on you. Just your...
I'll
listen.
have him on a leash.
You have like the neck brace on him.
Yeah, that'll actually work perfect.
Why are you looking around? Do you have one attached somewhere?
He might.
I have this one.
Oh, now that is sexy.
And it actually does, when you don't have the full helmet on, it does the weakened Vader breathing, so I can just have that going all night.
Oh, no. 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 Imagine if you were snoring, the sound that would come out of that.
I do snore, so. Well, that's the thing. Does Vader sleep?
He,
I would assume not.
he sleeps like a horse. I imagine he stands up.
So he just powers down when he's just tired?
Yes, essentially. Yes.
Introduce yourself to Kevin A. Boyd there. Who is that?
Oh, Kevin A. Boyd. Yeah. Woo-hoo. Hello, camera. There we go. In focus.
Hello there.
Hello there.
No, you're supposed to say General Kenobi.
General Kenobi.
No, you already failed. You made me mad.
I'll have Jedi
You don't
get
look mad.
Huh?
You don't look mad.
That's a good thing then. That way you don't know. You'll
You-
know when you start getting force choked.
But you told him.
But does he believe it?
Vader doesn't go up to people and be like, I'm going to force choke you in 5 seconds. He doesn't do that.
Well, with me, I kind of like to let you know that you're probably going to die soon.
I'm gonna show up at the hotel room and Andrew's gonna be out there. He's like, just be quiet. Renee is sleeping in there. I'm gonna force choke and be like, what girl?
Kevin is the comic coordinator for Fan Expo. Okay. Well, what does he look like besides a human?
Oh, now hold on a second.
What? I need a description. That way I don't go
You're
to
right.
some
You're right.
random guy.
You're right. Jeez.
That way I'm not like, hey, are you Kevin? And they're like, no. And then it's all embarrassing.
SpongeBob reference. Hi, Kevin.
I didn't even need to make a SpongeBob reference.
He's gonna walk up to you. Hi, loser.
Just ask Kevin Boyd. Okay, I get that he's a good friend of yours, but I need to know what he looks like. That way I'm not like, hey, are you Kevin? Are you Kevin? Are you Kevin?
Are you Squidward? Are you Squidward?
I'm Squidward.
It's okay. Take your time.
But with Boston Comic Con, kind of going back to that, are you kind of surprised there's really no Star Wars presence other than Billy D. Williams and the comic and stuff like that?
It's funny, but and I was thinking about this like last night. I was like, Billy D. Williams, the 501st, and us. That's the Star Wars presence
Wow.
that I know of.
So
That's
Brian
pretty-
says, ask anyone in a red Fan Expo shirt. So I have to look for the red shirts from Star Trek. So wait, does that mean the ones wearing the red shirts at Fan Expo are gonna die? In
No, no, Andrew.
what?
Staff member.
Oh,
Staff members wear red.
oops.
Renee, how do you do it? How do you do it? Good answer.
But
I get the same answer from Jenna. Everybody asks Jenna, they're like, how do you do it? And she's like, I don't know.
it's the same thing.
I'm here.
Just I'm a shorter version of you.
A lot shorter.
A lot shorter.
Good. Thank you.
Remember,
I hope you're prepared for.
this is
Now,
your version.
I'm just thinking about. Yeah. No. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
You have to sleep at night. Remember. Just remember that. Make fun of my thighs. You have to sleep at night. Just saying.
Your talk on 5 foot is nothing.
Size matters.
Yeah, because I'm 6'1", so that's gonna be interesting.
Okay, I can just aim for the legs.
Kaden told you that. Don't you dare say that on live. He told me that too.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler.
Knock him out the back of the lightsaber.
Now, if you play nice, I will not go for the legs.
What are you, 75? Now.
I mean, I could be. She found
I think we're all 75.
She found a gray hair in yesterday. So then again, besides James, I think I am the oldest one, the second oldest out of the group of all of us.
Well, how old are you in?
I'm 26.
Oh, and I'm 24, going on 25. So.
Yeah, I'm the old one.
Old fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, the funny thing is, Renee, and I've talked to Andrew about this, like, this kind of goes, and we're probably, it's probably how it's going to be this weekend, too, is like, I know I'm 24, Andrew's 26, you know, James is in his upper 20s himself, too. We feel our age, but then there are just some days where I'm just like, I feel like a 42-year-old dad.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's literally every day I'm working at Walmart is when I feel like that. When I have to deal with a certain coworker, which I will not name. I will name him after the stream because I don't want him knowing that I am talking about him or her or it. You might know who I am talking about.
Probably.
He said something negative about Star Wars. Let's just leave it at that. When you get to meet Kevin, let him know about your podcast, and maybe he'll introduce to the right people. If you know what I mean, Robin knows what I mean. What does he mean?
Right kind of people.
What he means is,
The women of the night?
right, I know ways to work my magic.
Just like you worked your way into my heart.
What heart?
True.
I have no soul.
And then fire appears behind you. Not Star Wars related, but did you watch Ready Player One last night?
Half of it.
Half of it.
You disappoint me.
But did you?
That's a Sith talking. I like that.
Did you notice who the main bad person is in it? Did you notice who it is?
You're in trouble now.
So Boston Comic Con.
Tell him, since he only watched half of it.
It's Director Krennic.
Nolan Sorrento is
Ben Mendelsohn?
Yeah, Director Krennic is the main bad guy in Ready Player One.
I will admit something. I was about 3 rum and cokes deep in a beer, maybe. So,
Disappoint me.
thank you for the Sith talk. I like it.
You failed for the last time.
Now I'm definitely being shoved up.
uh,
No, seriously. I'm probably going to finish up the second half tomorrow, and I'll probably go back 3/4 of the way to the beginning and then watch that first through.
watch it sober. Just saying. Or at least try to.
At least try. At least try.
Try not, do or do not, there is no try.
Yes.
Thank you.
She is the Padawan learner. She is learning from me. Ready Player One is a fun movie. Actually, don't shake your head no, because I'm the one that introduced her to Star Wars.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't see that.
Ready Player One is a fun movie. It is. It really is. And I
It is.
really wish there was a game like that.
Yeah, that'd be epic. I would probably be on that a lot.
I would not leave it. I would need a bag tied to my leg, so I could just do whatever. I wouldn't leave it. And then I'd have a robot feeding me as I play. To catch every Easter egg.
I would shoot you in the game, so you would get a log off.
I would log off. To catch every Easter egg, you'll have to pause it a lot. I didn't have to pause it a lot to catch pretty much almost all of the Easter eggs, but
It's literally like a basket full of Easter eggs.
it is.
It really. Just from the part that I saw, there were a couple that I picked up on in the state that I was. But some of them.
I have no words for you.
And that's disappointing because this show is called Words of the Will.
I was thinking that.
It's funny because the top of his shirt, as he's sitting there, says words. And he's like, I don't have any words for you.
You know what? You two can sleep out in the hallway in the hotel.
Oh my God. You are so right.
I hate you.
We'll barricade you.
That is not true. That is not true. You don't hate me. You just hate me now.
Yes.
We'll just have him trapped in the room where he can't go anywhere. So.
I can go out the window.
Well, we'll make sure that can be closed off too.
We're gonna cuff him to the bed.
Well, that sounds like fun for me. But back to Bushwick. Oh God, I'm reaching out to Kevin tonight to let him know you guys will be looking to meet him. Well, we thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff for Brick City Blockade and stuff like that. And also for the Patreon and stuff like that. We'll be shooting a special promo video for that. I see. What do you see? I see your comment. You see us. You see Robin.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Reaction. Yeah. Oh my.
And there was more lightning, so it doesn't like me being mean to Robin. Alright, I guess I have to be nice. Also, some places you could probably find us at Boston Comic Con would probably more than likely be on the con floor. probably mainly where the dealer stuff is, because Robin and Renee will be looking for the pop figures. I'll be looking for Obi-Wan's lightsaber and probably some
Yep.
Black Series figures. Not black figures. See, I'm still feeling the side effects from when I had to save you last week. Uh,
I feel like Luke after he used the Force to go to great. I'm like the same way, the same face. Like, what? Why? Why did you do that?
I didn't do it on purpose. I meant to say Black Series figure. I just forgot the series part.
Is it called the World Series or the World? I'm gonna watch the World. I'm gonna watch the Red Sox play in the World. Oh man.
Anyway,
Black Series figures though. That's what you're looking for.
mainly, besides the lightsaber, that is generally what I'm looking for. I have seen the Qui-Gon Jinn figure on the Macari app, but I do want to see if I can find him at Boston Comic Con, as well as if I can find Anakin and Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith. Those are the three main ones I'm looking for. I did see Jaina Solo at Think Geek today. I just didn't feel like picking her up. Um, Kevin usually is at the comic signing area. Okay,
Oh, cool.
that's good.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Brian.
I might
I'll
forget,
make that connection.
so I'll leave it to Robin to remember. I probably shouldn't do that, but
That's my George Bush face.
Now, when are you going to be joining the Space Force? Because I'm joining after Comic.
I'm from Texas. Space Force is always there.
Do you use special things to enhance your Space Force?
Let me be clear. Space Force is not an American project. It's something that we're working on.
It is an American project. Because we need American dominance in space.
He's right.
So when is the project for the Death Star going to start?
I 100% agree. I think the Force is going to be wonderful. I think the Death Star, it was a mess. I don't believe in it. I think we can do so much better.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be wonderful. Have you seen my shows? Everything turns out great.
The only thing that turned out great from that was the spoof of The Apprentice, which was Sith Apprentice. I don't know if have you seen that?
I have.
It was fantastic. I have to show you that after this.
Yeah.
It came out like right before Revenge of the Sith too, which made it even better. Fake news. Nah, it's all real news.
Brick City Blockade is fake news. Do not check out the website. Oh my. I had talks with Robin. We had a great meeting. Everything is great. He did not affect the election whatsoever.
He's a great guy. Don't be fooled.
Guy.
Don't be fooled by his eyebrow. It's just a condition.
Oh my goodness. It's so true. It is so true. He's right.
It's going to be huge. It is. It's going to be very huge.
What's going to be huge?
Everything. It'll also be delicious.
Andrew's like soul searching. He's like,
I don't know.
let me make myself clear. Do you understand?
I don't. Don't ask, don't tell. I didn't ask, and I didn't tell. Well, no, I did tell about the Death Star plans. That's what you said.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I don't know.
What? It makes you. Look at my camera even adjusted. I got so upset.
That wasn't from me. That was from Scott. I don't know what he's talking about.
Scott who?
Cole.
Scott. Misa don't like your question.
Look, we just got through him in like the last like couple days. It was tough. Don't do it again.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I didn't mind it.
No. I'm not.
Anyway, lies.
Lies.
Deception.
Deceptions.
Bugatti.
Lies. Deceptions.
Now, can you do the Forrest Whitaker eye?
He's a tough one. Forrest Whitaker's a real tough one.
Do it. Do it.
I can only do Saw Gerrera. That's really the
No,
only.
I'm not talking about doing the voice. I meant poking your eye out like Forrest Whitaker's.
Poking my eyeball?
No, the Forrest Whitaker eye.
Oh, the other one. That way? What are you talking about?
Never mind.
Now I can't see anything.
Use the force.
Now I'm cheering him like, are you kidding me? I am blind.
But you're not blind.
That's true. That's
And actually,
true.
that was Donnie Yen's suggestion for that character. Is he suggestion for that character to be blind?
Oh man, I love freaking Donnie Yen, man.
He is.
I was just watching Rogue. You watched Rogue One last night, right?
I did. We actually finished A New Hope.
We did. I apologize.
We did. We also finished A New Hope like maybe an hour and a half before we started Words with Wills.
Oh, nice.
So after this is Empire Strikes Back. Be
Nice.
sure to voice you will be. I will be what?
Me or Andrew?
I don't know. Scott's talking to someone. Robin, don't go full special person. You never go full special person. I am not using the R word.
Who said full special person?
Brian.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't use the R word though. Mainly because I don't want to get kicked off the live stream. Yeah, I don't. The chat is just as random as we are right now.
This is the perfect Boston Comic Con preview because this is exactly what's going to happen at Boston
Pretty
Comic Con.
much, yeah. But we will essentially be Jedi Dark Jedi, because Rob is a Dark Jedi. For Boston Comic Con, we will have our lightsabers with us. Maybe cosplaying, maybe not. Depends on how hot it is.
I probably won't.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty warm.
Yeah. Well, just standing next to Robin is going to be pretty warm. It's funny. It's a funny film. Maybe RDJ should do. Huh?
RDJ? Robert Downey Jr.?
No, I'm talking about the whole comment. I don't know. I quit.
Hey, wait, whoa, you can't say those words yet.
Yet?
I think you meant just quit trying to figure out what the
Yeah.
comment section's trying to say.
What you see
Oh.
is what you get. Then you add the cocktails and booze.
I kind of see. Okay, I kind of.
Pretty much saying this whole conversation plus booze is gonna be.
Oh, okay. That explains why I don't
Yeah.
get that quote, because
Yeah.
I haven't seen Tropic Thunder. No, I don't think we're talking about Ronnie James Dio. Scott. Anyway, Boston Comic Con. It will be fun. There will be laughs. There might be crying. There might be pain.
There will be too.
Um,
Probably pain.
there might be pleasure. There might not be. We don't know yet.
There might be plenty.
Behave.
I was grabbing this.
I was gonna go for mine too. See?
Now you'll have two to play with.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. 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 That was not supposed to happen yet.
Yeah. Oh, it's supposed to happen after this when we have more talk together. This is for you, Robin, Kevin at fanexpohq.com. Well then. I
Well
think
then.
Scott's commenting on your excitedness. No, not that. Never mind. Yeah, that.
Oh, that.
Yes, that.
Scott, I'm super excited. Can't you tell? Oh, sorry again. Oh, two of them. Sorry.
Boston Comic Con.
Boston Comic Con, everybody.
Ha 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 ha. I think, yeah, Scott's laughing at you, Robin.
I appreciate that, Scott.
Robin, tell a joke. I could tell a joke. Robin's entire existence.
Oh, no. I got a good one. I actually came up with this one the other day. Are you ready?
Right over his head.
I have this one. I have to share it.
Okay. Go ahead.
What happened when the duck didn't pay for his meal?
What?
They sent him the bill. Right? I mean, that's a really good one. Right?
That was me killing myself. That was terrible.
And stabbing my arm in the process. Thanks.
Yeah, you deserve it too.
Don't make me use this.
Scott, was my joke okay?
Sharing is caring, but we don't care.
Why do you steal my lines?
Because you didn't say it quick enough.
Well,
Anyway. Besides Boston Comic Con and Episode 9 and the A-Wing, what are some things that... Actually, we could talk about this. The live-action TV series that...
Yes.
There's rumors that is going to be in two different time periods from what I've heard or seen.
Yep.
One I've seen is on Mandalore after Empire, and then the second is post Return of the Jedi. Which is it? Or is it both?
What about the third option? What about the third option?
What's the third option? Old Republic?
Both. Both.
Both. So the first 5 are on Mandalore?
First 5, Mandalore. Second half, you would cover like a time gap. You would cover a time gap.
Okay. Hello, Kevin.
You could.
Hi, Kevin.
Who are you saying hi to?
Brian said hello, Kevin, so I decided to say hello, Kevin.
Hello there.
Hi, Kevin.
You can stop waving now.
Oh, Kevin's okay. All right, didn't know if Kevin was all set. But yes, live action series. I would like to see them split it in half. Let's have a little bit of a time jump. Let's talk about Mandalore in different areas. The only thing I don't know, and it would be cool if they did this, was if they took the live action series and they went back to Mandalore the Ultimate and explained it, because his rule of Mandalore was like so key to the destruction that happened in the interfighting that happened on Mandalore following.
Yes. I would like to know more of that. I wouldn't mind. I know it's a long shot and probably not going to happen for a while. I wouldn't mind an Old Republic with the Mandalorian War stuff and everything like that. Mainly because that's my favorite time period. And there's so much they can play with there.
Yep.
Not so much, yeah, I want Revan to be canon, which I'm pretty sure he's going to be canon soon. But I just want something in that time period. Besides in, what's the mobile game called? Force Arena. Or Forces of... No, it's not Forces of Destiny, because that's the TV series. I think it's Force Arena, where they introduced Bastila and Jolie and everything from Knights of the Old Republic.
Right.
And I feel with them doing that, I keep getting notifications from Robin. Pay attention.
I wasn't doing anything.
I just got a notification saying that you posted in Brick City Blockade.
No.
Tell you.
Busted.
I'll tell you, my little rapscallion, I swear.
That's it. When you show up, lightsaber fight. Friday.
I'm all about it.
I am going for the legs.
Go 100%, and it's got to be on a camera.
Okay. Even going for the legs?
They are pretty skimpy, so you are probably going to take them pretty quick.
The thing with that is I would kind of change that into my fighting style, because that would essentially be the next... Instead of going for the waist, which is the normal one for the basic lightsaber form, we'd go for the legs, because I'm shorter than you. Go for the legs.
Right.
Plus,
Right.
Obi-Wan went for the legs.
Yeah, and that seemed to have debilitated Anakin for the rest of his life, so.
I mean, it will only hurt you for a little while.
That's what he told Anakin. Would you stop with the spoilers? It's only a flesh wound. That's what they all say.
It is. It's only a flesh wound. It will only be a flesh wound. Don't worry about it.
Well, right. I'll take it easy then, okay?
Will you, though?
No. Never mind.
Anyway, I will go easy on you, and I will not go for the legs.
No. None of this. I'm going to go easy on you. None of that.
I'll at least let you borrow my lightsaber.
Oh, you would do that, Renee?
Sure, I'm pretty sure he's bringing two.
He's getting his Ultra Saber.
But aren't you bringing two other ones?
Well, yeah.
So then shut up.
He's bringing Darth Vader's.
Eh.
Actually,
you don't add Darth Vader.
guess what?
What?
I can't bring this on the bus.
That's fine.
So yeah, don't be fair.
We can still recreate the Luke and Vader shot with this lightsaber anyway, and your special Sith lightsaber. It's special.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to make sure that.
What did you think I said? Stupid?
No, on Texas. What's the difference?
I really wish Tom Kenny was going to be at Boston Comic Con.
Oh, because not only is he involved in SpongeBob, but he's involved in Star Wars too.
Yes, he is. He's also the Ice King.
He's a lot of characters.
He is.
Too many to count.
He was also Dog. He was Heifer. He was a bunch of Mayor in Powerpuff Girls. And the narrator.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. He was also Apache the Pirate.
That's right. I love the what was that? The SpongeBob's House Party. That was great.
I loved it when they did those. And how he was such an uber fan of SpongeBob. Pretty much how we are with Star Wars. Just with SpongeBob.
Yeah, I wish he was at Boston Comic Con this year. That would have been a great addition.
From what I've seen of him at cons, he is just super nice, and he just seems like it would be really cool to meet. Like, I met Kevin Conroy. He was super cool. Of course, he kind of has to be cool. He's Batman.
Yeah, it's true.
Also, Tara Strong will be at Boston Comic Con, and we all have to meet her.
Yes.
I don't care what you say, Robin, you are meeting her.
Oh, anything associated with My Little Pony, I'm going to be associated with.
She's Harley Quinn, too.
I know. Isn't that funny how I went right to My Little Pony on that?
I approve.
That's all that matters then.
I'm in the middle. I'm the Bendu.
He's the Grey Jedi in this case.
I actually probably would be a Grey Jedi, because the way of the Jedi is not...
Ooh! Never whack your foot on the end of a saber.
You just figured that out now?
This end, yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, that does hurt. Drop it on your foot next time. See how that feels.
Here, let's see. Ready? I'm going to try it. You ready?
I didn't mean seriously.
Ready? Here we go. Ready?
That's not on your foot.
Ow! Jeez! Ah!
Baker.
Oh! It was real.
Fake news.
That was 100% real. You have to understand that.
I like how your eyes squinted even more when you started talking. Shoot. Now, is there going to be issue with your Ultra Saber?
The funny thing is that Ultra Saber will come back north with Mr. James Brown, and I will pick it up from him.
Okay. Good.
Let's hope he
Good.
gets it back.
Good.
He will.
Yeah, he already has his own Ultra Saber. Who in Brick City Blockade doesn't have an Ultra Saber yet?
Sean Nisho.
Sean and Chris. So those two. Not that I'm gonna get him any, but I'm just wondering.
That's what you did with me. You're like, so, Robin, do you have an Ultra Saber yet? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. That was after the Black Series one. And you were just like, I was like, why does Andrew want to know if I have an Ultra Saber? He's like, and then I get a message back. He's like, I don't know.
No reason.
Yeah, Squidward. Yeah, Squidward. Yeah, Squidward. That was Andrew. Yeah, Robin. Yeah, Robin.
Pretty much. I just give you everything.
No, wait. Hold on 1 second.
What?
That is a true story.
Either way, we're still having our lightsaber fight. Although, I think the location will have to be the hotel room because
We're gonna break stuff. Do you understand?
we can switch out the blade. Can switch out for one of the shorter blades.
Yeah, can we switch over the room to Robin's debit card, please?
Nah. We'll be careful. So you guys still interested in getting my wife on the podcast in the near future?
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having you on the podcast, but that's not my call.
Who's that?
The master's call, Brian. So you guys...
Oh, Mr. Brian Wentworth?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
So you guys still interested in getting my wife on the podcast? I would assume you wouldn't mind.
We shall see. Alright, actually should come from.
Can you do Watto's
Anything
voice?
reflects off my forehead. It's not a good idea.
Can you do Watto's voice?
I'm a Troidarian.
Do metrics work?
No Republic friends, only money.
No, lightsabers work on you.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
They do. They will work fine.
You and your Jedi mind tricks, it don't. Oh my god.
I mean, we could probably find a different location for the lightsaber fight, but then again, people in Boston might get scared.
I just thought about this.
Yeah.
Why hasn't anybody cosplayed from Attack of the Clones, the guy from the Techno Union? That would be a cool cosplay.
It really would. That would be a very cool cosplay.
The Techno Union was very interested in your offer.
That's your project. The next 2 days, actually the next day, because we don't really have much time, make it.
Could I get a giant head and be like, the banking clan?
No.
That guy always drove me nuts.
You're getting an Ultra Saber. That's what you're getting.
Was I complaining?
You better not. I'll take it back.
You wouldn't.
Nah, I'm not that mean.
Sometimes he is.
No, I'm not that mean to the point of taking back a gift. Because if that were the case, I would have taken back Ahsoka's lightsaber by now.
He uses it
Wow.
like it's his.
Well, technically it is mine because I didn't pay for
That's not how gifts work.
it.
My guts, my tendencies are tingling. No, I'm just kidding.
But
Let's get that.
let's talk a little bit about the Black Series lightsabers as we're getting close to wrapping up. Before we kind of get off the rails a little bit more. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Robin got that, I believe, beginning of the year, right?
Yes.
I have Anakin's /Luke /Rey's I have Luke's from Return of the Jedi, and I have Kylo Ren's. Um, the Black Series sabers are always well made. Um,
Yes.
I hope they make new ones soon. Um, Especially, spoiler alert for Robin, Darth Maul does appear in Solo: A Star Wars Story. I said spoiler alert. You can't say it. I already said spoiler alert.
Continue.
I would like them to make a Black Series version of that double-bladed lightsaber. Because, or
Yeah.
do the Inquisitors double-bladed lightsabers. No,
Yeah.
don't make it spin, because you can make it spin on your own.
No, I want to do it for me.
So you prefer the quick and easy path, the path of the dark side.
I never said I was a Jedi.
So yeah. You know where you can stick that thumb?
Straight up your candy ass!
Well, you have to shine it up real nice first, and then turn it sideways, then stick it up your candy.
Oh my goodness.
It would be really cool to see the Mandalorian black saber.
Yes, that is one that has to
The
be made.
dark saber.
It would possibly be difficult to do the black blade, maybe. That might be why they're not doing it. But it would be really cool.
Celebration exclusive. They could definitely do it with that. Make like a dual limited run of them.
And then people will sell it on eBay for $1,000 or more.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. She is doing her panel 3 weeks in a row in September. That's cool, Brian. We might have a panel at Rhode Island Comic Con, depending on how things turn out.
We'll see.
You can make it spin on your own.
Don't forget the quotations.
Yeah. I can make it spin on my own. Remember, you're the one that made me a Jedi Master.
When did that happen?
While I was making my journey back here from Georgia, you said I'm a Jedi Master and on the council. Which my seat is your lap. You said that yourself.
I don't approve of that. Just saying.
I wasn't wrong.
Well, which part were you wrong on? The Jedi Master part, the Jedi Council part, or sitting on your lap?
The first two.
Okay.
No.
The first two, the Jedi Master and Jedi Council.
The
third part was.
I don't approve of the third part.
He didn't approve. Say that one.
Listen. This is what I like to call aggressive negotiations.
Right, Padme.
Sorry, that was like directly Mark Thompson from the Thrawn novel style Padme.
Now he's doing a quotation.
I know. I could see his reaction to that. He's like, "Oh my goodness." No. Here's the negotiation.
People call me master.
Let us remove the third element from that for Renee's sake, okay? We'll keep the Jedi Masterpiece, however, in negotiation with the third option for safety reasons, okay? We will allow it to become, therefore, the rollout bed.
So you can roll me out in case I get too dirty with what I say during council meetings.
I can compromise with that.
Okay.
I knew aggressive negotiations would work. They did in the prequels. Master Skywalker, what are we going to do?
That's what we're gonna do.
I love it.
And no, I do not like being called master. Not while people are sitting on my lap. That's what Scott's saying in the comments. Um,
You and I will have a discussion.
I held off on taking the rank of Jedi Master because it is too much baggage with that rank. I prefer Jedi Knight, but because I have progressed a lot more.
Baggage?
Well, there is. There's a lot more to do with being a Jedi Master. Jedi
You have
Knight,
to
you
take
can
on a
kind of
pattern.
slack off a little bit. Jedi Master,
That's true.
I have to be more proactive with stuff
Yeah, that's true.
while I'm at work, which I probably should do. Like taking a video chat call from you.
Hey, now wait a second. You could have denied that one.
Nah, I wanted to see your pretty face.
You were going to say something else.
Your puny face.
Exactly.
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah, it's quite
talking to you
big
is
stuff.
important. For the most part.
What's that?
See, he didn't even listen. I said talking to you is important. Clearly, it's not important enough for you to listen to me when I'm talking to you. So, yeah. I have Brick City Blockade shirts to last me every day for 2 weeks. And this is the thanks I get.
Andrew, you're tearing my heart apart.
You have to have a heart and a soul to get it torn apart.
I have no soul.
We've already covered that. But yeah, this will be the closing moments because we're going way too far off the rails right now, which is expected.
Just like Boston Comic-Con.
He never listens, does he? He listens 99.9% of the time. There's the 1% where he doesn't. But it's understandable because, well, I can't say he's old because I'm old. He is naive and just doesn't want to listen.
Valid.
But you guys can find us at Boston Comic Con. You guys can also find us at Robin. Plug time.
Oh, sorry. You can find us at Boston Comic Con, and you can also follow us over across social media over the entire weekend, because we are going to be posting a lot of different stuff on the Facebook page, over on the Twitter page, and especially on between the Words of the Whills page and more specifically the Brick City Blockade Podcast Network page. A lot of stuff on there. Expect a lot of stuff at www.brickcityblockade.com across the weekend. I'm even setting up a feature so that in the sidebar, as you're cruising through the page and everything, you can watch our stuff live as it's happening. So while you're checking out the latest news that we have, you can be checking out what we're doing in Boston.
Getting all fancy.
Get all fancy. That's right. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it right, and we're going to get it on the website the way it should be. And expect me to lose my bottom half of my legs at South Station and be hanging off of the I-90 corridor, basically like Anakin on Lucifer.
No, I won't be mean and go for your legs.
Yeah, but if you don't, then I'm going to hear it from Caden. Did he go for the legs? Did he go for the legs? Did he go for the legs?
What does Caden have with your legs?
That's a really great question.
It's he might want to seek some help for that. But where can the people find you, Robin?
Well, number one, they're not going to find me on the bottom. That's number one. And then number two, I got my way to get to Comic-Con, so you don't got to worry about that anymore. All right? So check that out at some other point here. You can follow me over on Twitter at Mr. Vote Tweets. Check out the Brick City Blockade at www.brickcityblockade.com. Follow me on Instagram for all my tomfoolery, and check out my Facebook page as Boston Comic Con is happening. Prepare for some pictures. I'll say that much on the
Yes.
Instagram and the
Lots
Facebook
of
page.
pictures.
See a lot of good stuff for sure.
Renee?
I mean, I don't really use much social media except Facebook, so Renee Brown on Facebook.
And you guys can find me on Instagram at Andrew62592. You can also follow the Instagram that I have for Words of the Whills, which I just recently got back up and running. What are you doing?
Just finish it off. It's okay.
Continue.
You can also find me on Twitter at agarish1 and on YouTube at Commander Nerd, which I've actually been uploading previous episodes of Words of the Whills on my YouTube channel. That way you guys that aren't friends with me on Facebook or follow me on Facebook or whatever can actually watch Words of the Whills on there. You'll just be confused on why we're answering questions because they won't come up on the video itself.
Right.
But other than that, as we say here at the Brick City Blockade Podcast Network, may the force be with you, and we will see you at Boston Comic Con.
Be there, guys.